Yes, I'm noticing this trend with my female therapy clients. When they're in romantic relationships with men, they feel like the men should pay them money or for them to get their hair done, their nails done, fix their car, put gas in the car, all those things on a regular basis. They have described this as being an expectation of the man that they're in a relationship with. I think that's different because when I think about growing up, for me, like in the 90s, I don't remember seeing my friends or other women that I knew who expected these things. So it seems like it's something that's just currently going on right now. Some of those things that women expect should be done should not be done by a dating partner or a boyfriend, but maybe could be done by a person that's a husband or someone you're in a committed relationship with. So maybe you guys can help me. Maybe I'm missing something.
Yes, my brothers, we must own this failure. We must own the fact that we have spoiled these women into fermentation. We've allowed them to devalue the never-ending shrimps of Red Lobster and attack our childhood haven, known as the Cheesecake Factory.
To this day.
We stood idle while such atrocities occurred, just to get a slice of some coochie with the umbilical cord still attached from her last unclaimed baby. What say you? How will we atone for such blunders? For now, the Matrix punishes us for our negligence. Like the locusts of Egypt, the Matrix floods us with these bimbos of entitlement. These women don't come from families with familiar last names like Bush, Hilton, or Kennedy, yet they think they deserve the top 10% of men. Why? Because she saved up 8 paychecks to buy a Cartier bracelet, and she can apply foundation to her acne-infested face like one of those deranged makeup artists at Macy's. And even with the blonde wig, she just can't sell her fake Valley Girl accent. She is desperate to look like she comes from money. For example,
I want to address this comment here. I completely understand and I respect your thoughts, but I don't completely agree with this because it's not always true. As a woman that gets this compliment very, very often about being classy, you could have or possess all the grace and poise and eloquence effortlessly, but a man that's not a natural giver, you still have to train him. And part of that training is being direct with what your expectations are. Ask for what you want and don't take no for an answer. So that grace and that poise that you have, you can keep it in your back pocket when dealing with a man that is not a natural giver. And you have to train him.
Come now, let's be honest. This quote-unquote woman is 2 brushstrokes away from a RuPaul drag show reunion. Yes, you have allowed such delusions to exist because you have held back the urge to drop a heartfelt shut the F up. But I, Lord Destro, relinquish you from these chains. I want you to tell a delusional chick to shut the up whenever you feel the urge to. And then you must instantly tell her to sit down.
Shut up and sit down.
You see, this is essential to reset their software and defragment their hard disk.
Instead of going to a fight state, just go to a more surrender state. Relax about it. There you go.
And then sit her down and play her this next video.
You're telling me you have 0 personal goals. You have a friend group with 0 social equity. And you lack critical thinking.
You lack discipline.
But you think you're gonna pull a wealthy man. The math is not mathing. Those men marry women who have had their own personal initiatives that they have been working on for years. Because those women bring something to the table. I know that phrase triggers a lot of women, but we need to reinvent and reclaim what it means to bring something to the table. We all know the table is just a euphemism for how are you useful? Because frankly, that is what a whole relationship is about. How can we benefit each other so we can both elevate? I'm not even talking about domestic labor because wealthy men can pay for domestic labor. They can pay for someone to cook. They can pay for someone to clean. They can pay for someone to do their laundry. That's not what it means to bring something to the table. Being useful to me looks like being able to plan an amazing vacation for you and your partner to de-stress, or creating a financial plan for the next year. Maybe you have a business idea and you've made enough connections to where you and your partner can both eat off of this business idea and flip a bag. This year, I really want women to think about What can I bring to the table? And let's reinvent what that word and that phrase actually means instead of it triggering so many of us. Because frankly, being useful is what's always going to secure your personal autonomy with or without a man.
I really need you to ask yourself this question. How is this woman you're with useful to you? Now, before you push this question aside, let's play with it. Other than sex and a possible child, how is this woman that you are dealing with useful to you? I mean, think about it. Does she offer you anything other than sex and a future womb? Now, if you can't answer, then maybe you need to question your choice and partner. Yes, there is no loud woman to jump in and interrupt your grace by calling him sassy for asking this essential question. It's only you and your thoughts right now. Truth is, women are actually bragging about how little they have to bring to the table. I mean, they are telling their sisters to lie about having any skills that you might find attractive. For example,
Okay, so one of my closest friends is dating right now after, like, newly into dating after being in a long-term relationship. And she has sent me a screenshot of a conversation that she was having with a man a couple days ago. And in the conversation, I'm not even gonna get in what it said, but one particular thing, he asked what she was doing. She said, cooking. I love to cook. He said, I love to eat. Okay, cool. Couple days go by and we're talking about it, and I tell her, like, you know something, like, I don't know if I said, like, it bothered me, but I said, me personally, I wouldn't even tell a man I had a kitchen. I wouldn't even tell a man I had a kitchen. You don't need to know that I even know how to cook. That's not even your business yet. But I guess the crazy thing in the situation is that we're grown as hell. Like, she's 30, and really can cook and really does like to cook. But when y'all are dating, are y'all telling people information like that? Because all I can think about is doing all that wifey shit knowing he don't fuck with you. Like, I just wouldn't even say that. Like, that's not even your business. You ask what I'm doing, twiddling my thumbs, about to go get my nails done. What? I don't know. Why would you need to know that I'm cooking?
yes, because we have allowed it. Women are actually trying to minus the skills they bring to the table. My brothers, we are in a state of duress. No, a state of emergency. We cannot allow this trend to continue on into 2025. We must corner these heathens and vagabonds and bring them under the light of shame. Not even 1 shilling will we spend on these obsolete 304s. Only on virtuous women that have been properly vetted and scrutinized. And obviously on foreign tenderloin, which our vibranium passport will give us access to. One day we will spill mead and break bread in the halls of the Cheesecake Factory. Once our deed is done, stay vigilant, my brothers, and most importantly, stay classy.
You stay classy, San Diego.
But wait a minute. You didn't smash the bell and press the like button. Blasphemy. And although you will never be worthy of a monarch such as myself, Lord Destro would suggest that you poor fools at least give oligarchy a try. So me, Lord Destro